Hey guys, it's M4J here, and welcome to what could well be a very sad episode of the M4J Journeyman here on Football Manager 2018. Providing I've done my maths correctly, and providing I've read the rules of the league correctly, this episode will be our final episode as manager, or my final episode as manager of Queen's University Belfast. As you know from, I think it was last episode or the episode before, we have agreed to join a new team at the end of the season. And I still haven't quite memorised the name. Mitra Kuka, that's the one. In Indonesia. I remember that much. So we could well be on our way. What am I talking about? Let me try this again, shall we? Hello! Welcome to another episode of the M4J Journeyman. This is our last episode as manager of Queen's University Belfast, because I am, most definitely, with no vagueness or element of doubt at all, I am moving to Indonesia at the end of the year. At the end of the season, I should say, to start my new job as manager of Mitra Kuka. So, we want to go out with a bang. We want to go out with a promotion. I've been reading the rules of the league. One of the reasons I was reading the rules is to find out exactly how promotion is done in this division. From what I can gather, it's only the top team that's promoted, and it's the bottom team that's relegated at the end of the split. However, what's this? If only the top team is promoted, then what's this all about? Is there a final of some kind? I'm not sure. I'll check again. Look, rules. Promotion. Top team wins promotion to Bluefin Sport Championship. Top 6 teams qualify for Championship Group. Bottom 6 teams qualify for Relegation Group. So I'm not quite sure how that works. The Brexit rules have also come in now as well, so there's new rules regarding work permits, which is a bit of a pain. Perhaps another reason why I'm quite glad to move away from a smaller team in the European Union, or the UK. Sort of reading this as I'm going along. Yeah, I'm not too fussed about that. Doesn't bother me at the moment, at least not for a couple of years. So we are going to play this match against Sport and Leisure, and then we got our final game against Donegal Celtic. Now, if we win against Sport and Leisure, we should get promoted, because I don't think Tobermoor will be able to catch us. In fact, if I go back to the league table here, we are 2 points clear of Tobermoor. They don't have a game in hand. So I think a win will do it for us in this match. So this is a big game. It's a really big game. We actually played Tobermoor a couple of weeks ago. We drew 1-1. At that point, just avoiding defeat was good. We played so badly these last couple of games. How we managed to get these wins, I do not know. We have played appallingly. Not good at all. I mean, look at that. Taylor with a 5.1. Is this missed penalty or something? Don't know what that stands for. Doesn't say missed penalty. I don't know. We are undefeated still, and I think we set a record today as well for most matches undefeated. And if we win today, we also set a record for most wins in a season for Queens. So we got quite a lot of factors on the line today. So here's hoping we can put out a decent team and have a decent performance. One of the things that has affected us is the fact that 2 of our best players, both of which are our right wingers, are out injured. Donald should be back soon. But even so, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to play McDermott out on the right here. I'm going to play Plant in defence, because McIlmail got sent off last game because he's a Burke. And then Hutchinson on the bench. And then I'm going to save the game because of the whole crash thing, and then we're going to get into this. I think the whole factor of I'm not going to be here next season is starting to affect the team's performances. Nothing's actually come out and said that. Like, there's not been a press release, or there's not been conversations with players or anything like that. It's all just me speculating. But it's hard not to think that when, before I took the job in Indonesia, we were doing really, really well. And we beat Tobermoor to go top of the league and things like that. Since I took the job, the team has really struggled. And although we've still been getting results, they've not been the best. So really I am putting 2 and 2 together and hopefully coming up with 4. But you never know. Right, let's play this match. There will be 2 matches today in today's episode. This match and then the match against Donegal. Even if we sew things up today, I still want to show that match because it will be our last match in charge. Yep, we can potentially become champions today. We have prepared in a professional manner. What a great way to end my time in Belfast, though, to actually get them promoted. I haven't checked whether or not they've played in the division above before. If I make history by getting them promoted for the first time, that'll be something to really be proud of. But I mean, the team has done it as well as me. Like, I've managed them, sure, and I know there are lots of managers in world football that are very arrogant, and if you ask them, it's all down to them and nothing else. But you know, the players have done quite a lot too. And there's been some real standout performances from players like Rogers, who was on the ball then, and Mullen this season, and McGlynn this season and last season. Although my defence haven't played well recently, they have all played their part in getting Queen's University to where they are. It's kind of one of the reasons why I definitely took the job in Indonesia and did the whole wait till the end of the season, because right now it's not really playing on my mind that I'm leaving. But I know if I hadn't have done that, and if I'd waited till the end of the season before going for interviews and things like that, I wouldn't have wanted to leave. And I probably would have ended up at Queen's University for another 2 or 3 years, and by that point it's no longer really a Journeyman series, is it? So I think it was for the benefit of everybody. The club gets some money, I get to experience new culture, I also get to break out of the habit of staying at a club for a long period of time. That whole business I was talking about last episode about choosing which staff members that I want to take with me, I've only ever experienced that once before since they implemented that into the game, and that shows you how many times in all of my saves that I actually just stay with the same club throughout. Or if I do get to switch clubs, it's normally due to a sacking rather than being headhunted. I actually got the achievement for headhunting as well. I don't think I got that achievement in 2017, because I think I just played as Hatfield throughout. I don't remember doing any other careers. Yeah, I really need to move around a bit more. I mean, I've got the Hatfield career coming up very, very soon, which means I'll be staying with Hatfield for as long as they want me, essentially. The Steamage career, if I ever lose my job with them, then that'll be the end of the series, essentially. I won't manage anybody else. So this is the only series where I'll be moving clubs. Yeah, it's really weird when I think about it like that. And it's good that I've had this time to sort of spitball conversation, because there's absolutely nothing happening in this match. We've had 4 shots, 2 on target. We haven't really troubled their keeper at all. 1 clear-cut chance. The only positive is we have restricted their chances. Oh, Mullen scored. Is he offside? No, he's not. 1-0. There we go. I moan about nothing happening, and then we go and score. I think that's one of the other things actually worth mentioning is I've been talking about the team struggling and things like that. In the last 3 or 4 matches, we have played Tobermoor, who are directly behind us, and Port Stewart, who are 2 places behind us. So maybe that's a reason why we've struggled. I mean, that's a good explanation for it, I suppose, is we have played teams that are directly behind us in the league. And we had the injuries. I had a game, in fact, I think it was the Tobermoor game. Mullen was out injured for 3 weeks with a knee injury, so I could only play 1 up front. I thought what I ended up doing was playing Woods, who's on the bench. He can actually play as a target man. Oh, there we go, we've just conceded. Woods can play as a target man, which is the role that Mullen plays, so I played him in that role instead. And I think I put Donald on the bench as the striker substitute, and that's how Donald got injured, because he came on as a sub in that game. I think that's what happened. It might be in the next game after that he got injured. So that wasn't great. The fact that we've got no right winger per se. I mean, McDermott can play right wing, but I prefer him on the left, to be honest, interchanging with Andrade, who's currently sat on the bench. We've had to play Black at left wing. I might change that. Also, the fact McDermott and Rogers are both carrying injuries now. Oh, the stress. Oh, I can't even make the sub that I was going to make. I might bring Hutchinson on for Rogers and move Anderson into midfield. And then I might bring Andrade on to play on the right-hand side of midfield. come back to me on that one in just a second. I want to see how the teams start the second half. I'm also going to switch the tactics just a little bit to this, which is essentially what I do every time we're drawing or losing, because I like to see the team make more chances. They've had 2 shots, 1 on target, and scored. We've had 6 shots, 3 on target, with 2 clear-cut chances. Again, they've managed to score with no clear-cut chance. You'd think a cross into the box and a header on target like that would count as a clear-cut chance. I don't know how that system works. I think it's fairly evident that I don't know how that system works. I'm going to have to make the change. Pause the game really quickly. Right, Hutchinson on for Rogers. I'm then going to swap these two, and then I'm going to swap these two. You're going to play as a ball-winning midfielder, set defend, and I've got to make sure that you don't tackle hard. So maybe I won't set you to defend. I'll set you to support. Okay. Try that again. Maybe if I just set you to a central midfielder then. Set to defend. And then ease off, mark tighter, shoot less often, something like that. And then you will be an advanced playmaker set to attack. Okay, and then I'm going to bring Andrade on for McDermott. And set you up as an inside forward set to attack. Stay wider, mark tighter, cross from deep to the target man. Alright, we'll try that. We'll try that and see how that goes. Alright, here's a highlight. Anderson into Nixon. Finds Mullen. Good ball over the top to McGlynn. Weak shot from McGlynn. Yes, that is an unbelievable miss. See, I think he's actually been our goal scorer recently with Mullen's injury. So it's quite disappointing to see he's not really up to speed today. He's playing a 6.6. I might have to bring him off and bring Woods on. We'll see. In the meantime, Lynch has dispossessed Plant. Oof. We got away with that one. We definitely got away with that one. I'm going to wait until the 75th minute, and if McGlynn's still not doing that well, then I'm going to have to bring him off. Alright, he's not doing that well. I'm going to have to bring him off. I'm going to bring Woods on, and then I'm going to swap these two around. So Mullen will become the advanced forward. Woods will be the target man. So that should give Mullen more license to roam forward and actually get some shots away himself. And he might be able to score from it, you never know. Ball in from McLaren. Header on target. You are joking. You are joking. This team sucks at this point. Really bad. That is such a bad goal to concede. I don't know what the keeper's doing. I don't know what Marin's doing there. Why didn't he just stay at home? So we're only a point ahead of Tobermoor now. That is not good news. Am I going to tinker with the formation, or am I going to trust them to try and get back into it? I don't think they're going to. Unless I actively change the formation. I'm going to move Black inside. In fact, if I move both these guys inside. You're going to be an advanced playmaker set to attack. You're going to be a trequartista, let's say. Move Anderson into that role. Move Nixon into the middle. You're going to be a deep line playmaker set to support. And you're going to be an anchor man, no, ball winning midfielder set to defend. You're probably going to get sent off, because I can see you just diving into a tackle. Both of these guys are going to be wing backs set to attack. And we'll see how that goes. Oh, did I... set you to play through the middle? Yeah, exploit the middle. Hit early crosses, shoot on sight. Really high defensive line. Use offside trap. Let's do it. Oh. One more thing. Probably left it too late now. Narrow. Right. Now play. I think I've left it too late now. A draw will do us good. It'll put us 2 points ahead going into the last game. Then all we have to do is draw and we'll be champions. I hope. I just have this feeling that we've blown it now. You never know. We've got 30 seconds. Mullin's playing way too deep to try and get a shot. Although Andrade's through. Offside. Not good. Not good. See what we can get. Come on. Don't blow your whistle, ref. You want to give us more time. There's been lots of free kicks and whatever. He's time wasting, ref. He's so time wasting. Come on. That's ridiculous. That's going to be full time now. Play it back to the keeper. That's it. Thump it forward. Is that a good ball? No. Headed away. Thump forward again by Anderson. This time to Andrade. And that's full time. What a really bad game that was. I'm not happy with that. That's put us in a bit of trouble. Because even if we win against... Well, even if we draw against Donegal and Tobermoor lose, we'll be champions. All we got to do is match or better Tobermoor's result. If we were playing them... Well, I was about to say if we're playing them that would be easier, but I don't think it would be because we've not played very well. I don't know whether second counts as a promotion or not. It looks like we go into... Maybe that's a... I don't know though, because it should say that in the rules. Okay, so there is another playoff. So if we finish second, it's still not over. But it's also not ideal. And we've got some injuries now. McDermott's out for 3 to 6 days. Rogers is out 2 to 4 days. I'm going to have a chat with the team. There we go. See, they love me. They absolutely love me. If I click on my name here, 19 players support me, 7 have no real opinion. Who are those 7? They're all sort of fringe players, so that's fine. The influential players are my supporters, which is awesome. No one opposes me. That's the main thing. And if I look at the captain, pretty sure everyone loves me. Okay, so I'm going to put a cut here because we got a friendly against Bangor, and then we're going to come back for the final, hopefully, the final game of my Queen's University career against Donegal. If not, we'll have to do a little playoff, but I'm sure that'll be split over another episode. So I'll see you guys in just a second for the Donegal game. Okay, we are back for the second game of this episode. And good news, Gardner, Donnell, McDermott and Rogers are all available for this game. Now something that I did notice, and I don't know quite what to make of it, but I'm supposed to be leaving for Indonesia 2 days after this match. Now if that means, so if we finish second in the league and we end up in that playoff with the teams from the league above, do I postpone my leaving for that? Is there an option to do that, or do they just tell me that I'm leaving still? I don't know. I actually don't know. What I do know though is Donnell is going to start on the bench and Gardner is going to start from kickoff. I have also promoted some youthies as well. So Johnny Dallas, Devlin, Lynch, Kelly, Houston, Kennedy, Arnold, a few players, Lamore or Larmore, I've promoted. Just so that when the new manager comes in, I suppose there are some good youth players there. Hutchinson, I'm going to have to start at centre back. We've got a very weak defence because McIlmail has fractured his jaw. He's out for 2 to 4 weeks, and Anderson is suspended for yellow cards, which isn't ideal, but there you go. Right, we've got McGlynn, Mullen up front, we've got Black on one side, Gardner on the other. In fact, that's one thing. Do I want Black playing left midfield? What side do you play? Left wing. 6 and 9. Hang on, that's the wrong numbers. 9 and 4. 10 and 7. Okay, so Black is probably the better option. We'll play. We'll see what happens. So yeah, I'm very interested in seeing what happens if we do end up finishing second in the league. Hopefully Tobermoor lose, and then if we lose, we still finish ahead of them. But you never know. Got a tunnel interview. Have we done enough to emerge as champions come full time today? I hope so. I do hope so. And in fact, I want a latest scores thing showing the Tobermoor score. They're actually playing Port Stewart, which is quite handy. Hopefully Port Stewart will do us a favour. So I'm going to keep that open right there, so we can monitor what's going on in the other game. Because then, as I say, all we have to do is match or beat Tobermoor. They're actually winning at the moment. They've taken a 1-0 lead, which means they should be, yeah, they've gone ahead of us. But then Mullins crosses to McGlynn, and we're 1-0 up. So that'll be a sucker punch to them. So they've just taken the lead, and they're probably celebrating wildly down at Port Stewart, and then we've just gone ahead and taken the lead ourselves, which puts us back ahead of them. So I'm hoping if we just go and demoralise them by doing that, then we win the mental battle as well as the physical one. I'm also hoping that Donegal are not so much willing to let us win, because that doesn't sound right, but go a bit easier on us. Help us along the way a little bit, shall we say. Because they're fourth, they've got nothing to play for. Port Stewart really have nothing to play for as well, but I'm hoping they hate Tobermoor as much as I do. It's still 1-0 in that game. All we have to do is win. I shouldn't even have to worry about Tobermoor, just have to worry about us winning. Because if we win, they can't catch us. Simple as. That ball comes out to Rogers on the edge of the box. He plays it to Plant, who's lost it. Is the counter-attack on? We have got men back, but they're flooding forward in numbers, actually. Good play by Rogers. McGlynn finds Mullin, tackled by the defender. And Black on the left-hand side just couldn't get through fast enough. Who's that charging through? Is that McGlynn? Must be. Yeah, number 10. He's really quick, actually. He's surprisingly quick. Considering him and Mullin, actually, considering they can both play as target men, they are both surprisingly quick. Right. No more highlights currently. Here we go. Tobermoor 2-0 up. Okay. Which means we need to score again. Good tackle. Doyle on the ball. Finds Malin. Plant with a great clearance. McGlynn gets on his bike. We could have a counter-attack here. Go close him down. They're on a yellow as well. If we can get one of their defenders sent off, that'll be a huge boost to us. Taylor with the header. Black should get there and does. Finds McGlynn. They're both running. I don't know who he was trying to find there. That was not a good ball at all. Really bad ball. Maybe Gardner was supposed to be running? I don't know. I mean, Gardner's still injured, technically. He's a bit of a passenger in this game, I'll admit. McGlynn with the shot. Oh, beautiful goal. 2-0. Great play. That's how you do it. Right. I'm not going to say anything about us winning the league. Absolutely not. I'm just going to let the players do their thing, tell them to go out and enjoy themselves and all that jazz. And we should just seal it up that way instead. Let's go out with a smile on our faces rather than worry about the end of season tension that the media have called it. let's just enjoy it. You know, it's the last time I'm going to have with the players. Gardner has a great ball over the top, finds McGlynn. Mullins should be in the middle, crosses to the back post. Mullins header, 3-0. Get in. 17 minutes gone, we're 3-0 up. Tobermore could fold like a house of cards now. Yeah, we're doing this in style. Well played, Gardner. That's exactly what we've missed on that right hand side. As much as I like McDermott, I think he'll do well for them in the future. If he stays with the club, of course, he might not. There are a couple of players who I would think wouldn't be at Queen's University next season. I'm hoping the defence will all stay, because they've all done a really good job. Actually, it's probably one of the best defences I've worked with at this kind of level. They're all 3.5 star to 4 star. They're all very professional. They're all very good at what they do. I really like the fullbacks. Taylor and Whiteside have both been amazing in their positions this season. But I think the defensive cover, players like, I mean, McIver's probably going to leave as well, so is Wardlow, because their loans are going to expire. But players like, do you know what? I'm struggling to remember them now. I think I got rid of them all, actually. Yeah, I think I got rid of them all, so I don't need to worry about that. Totally redundant statement. Nixon in midfield, I can't see him staying. He's not impressed me, actually, to be honest. The reason I'm playing him is because Kelly's been playing so bad in midfield, and I need 2 midfielders. I could have gone out and signed another one before I was taken off the ability to sign players. Once that happened, then I basically had to make do with what I had. Oh, Rogers charging through. Beautiful play. 4-0. Fantastic. I am closing this window. We don't need it open anymore. 25 minutes gone, we're 4-0 up. Good play from Mullin. Not quite sure what he's doing in that position, but there you go. Good ball over the black. He did quite well to hold it up. Defender tackled him. Thought he did a good job. Rogers came flying in and finds the back of the net. Nearly put it over the bar, I must say, but managed to keep it down just enough. I'm liking this. I think that chat that I had with the squad before this game was a big help as well. Sort of cleared the air a little bit. I imagine tensions were running a bit high. And to be honest, it's my own fault really, because the whole thing about me leaving and stuff like that meant I hadn't actually talked to the players in quite a long time. So that was the first chance really where I had just sat them down and said, you know, we're not doing that great at the moment, but we've got the ability to turn it around. And the fact that they all jumped on board with that statement as well. They all admitted that they weren't playing well. They all said that they were going to do their best to turn it around. And boy, have they. And I think something else that helped was that friendly against Bangor, between last match and this. We won, I think it was 5-2 or 5-1. But Mullins scored twice, McGlynn scored twice, and Rogers scored. And, you know, who are our scorers today? McGlynn, Mullin and Rogers. Although we have just conceded right before half-time, which isn't great. In fact, that is bang on half-time pretty much. We've conceded that goal. But yeah, the 3 scorers are the ones that scored in the friendly for us too. So, good result. Only half-time at the moment though, so I'm not going to count my eggs just yet. Did I say count my eggs? I meant count my chickens. Yeah, don't count your chickens until they've hatched. That's the expression. Don't go around counting eggs. That's a bit weird. Right. I'm going to keep a good eye on Gardner. Chances are I'll bring him off around about the 60 mark maybe, and put Donnell on. Black's doing fine. The defence is doing okay. Not got much else to worry about really. Doyle with the ball forward. Taylor sort of deals with that with a weird thump forward. Whiteside, good control pass there to Nixon. Spreads it back out to Whiteside, drills it into the box. Into the keeper's arms, unfortunately. Alright, come on Gardner. Hold on just for a little bit longer and I'll bring you off, buddy. I did not expect him to be fit. So when that fitness testing came up and both their names are on there, I was pleasantly surprised. Not pleasantly surprised by that goal. We're starting to let it slip, boys. This is not wise. I might make the sub now. Just so we got that attacking motion again. Bring Donald on. Come on, lads. Don't mess it up now. I reckon we need to score at least one more. Oof, I thought that was it. Nixon just wide. So I don't like going defensive, because then you have to go attacking again if you do end up conceding. It's one of these things I've noticed. I start with the team playing overload, and then, you know, if you do end up losing and you have to go more attacking, there's not much else you can do because you're already playing overload. So that is a bit of a downside to that tactic. But it's the same with defensive. If you're trying to hold on to a lead and you go defensive and you end up conceding, then there isn't another form of defensive. Like, you can't become more defensive than defensive, because that's as defensive as you can be, if that makes sense at all. Probably doesn't. So I think that the best form of defense is offense. Therefore I do stick with overload when I'm trying to hold on to a lead. Sometimes I will go with like 5 at the back or something like that, but I think with this game, the best way for us to stay ahead is to keep playing the way we are, because it got us 4 goals. They haven't changed their formation at all. I think they've made a couple of subs, but they're playing the same formation and the same tactics. So if we just keep doing what we're doing, we should be fine. Alright, Donald is on a 71% condition. Black, I think, might be the next one to be brought off if I do decide to make another sub. Although Nixon apparently has picked up an injury, signalling that he wants to come off, but there's no symbol next to his name. So I don't really know what to make of that. We need to clear that. Oh, you're joking. Please, please, please don't do this to me, game. Oh, no. I'm going to bring Andrade on for Nixon. You're going to play as an advanced playmaker, set to attack. You're going to be a deep lying playmaker. No, not deep lying. Ball winning, set to defend. And then these guys, you're fine. You're going to be a central defender. Both of you are going to be set to... Actually, you're going to be cover. You're going to be defend. I think that's all I can do right now. Come on, lads. Just hold on a little bit longer. Just a teeny bit longer. Oh, they've gone 3 up top. Oh, no. Ah, this is painful. 4 minutes of injury time. Okay, we got the ball. We've got the ball. Throws it to Andrade. No, it's cleared. Head it forward. That's it, Hutchinson. Finds Taylor. Plays it into Black. Mullen. Over to McGlynn. He's got through. Yes! Get in. Hat-trick for McGlynn. Oh, my heart. Oh. Who would want to do this for fun? This is torture. So many times there the defence could have won the ball. I really thought McGlynn had lost it there. And that's a great finish. Oh, he's a lot cooler than me, that's for sure. I'm a bag of nerves right now. We got a corner. Black swings it in. Headed out by Southern to Rogers. He finds Black again, who's crossed it in. Mullen's header just over the bar. Oof, that would definitely have killed it. If we'd have gone 6-3 up, that would have been it. As it happens, we've still got to hold on for 1 more minute. Oh, no. Alright, Buchanan with the goal kick. Yes, Taylor. No, Mullen. Taylor's gambled. Oh, no. No! No! Oh! Back to a goal. That really annoys me. That really annoys me when that happens, because that was a really good tackle from my defender there. So was it Irwin into, is it Fehir? That was a really good tackle by Rodgers, and yet it counts as just passing it straight through to their guy. My defence should have been a lot more alert to that. Rodgers should have... I mean, Rodgers did nothing wrong. Let's put it that way. Rodgers did absolutely nothing wrong. Right, Mullen. Don't lose the ball. Finds Rodgers. Again, don't lose the ball. He picks out McGlynn. Good ball over the top to Black. Oh, what is that? I mean, that should be full time. We've played a minute longer than we're supposed to. Yes. We've won the league. I think. I hope. Have we won the league? Let's find out if we won the league. Here you go. I join Mitra Kuka. Right bang there. Come on. Come on, game. You're up and Shrewd Spender. What's Shrewd Spender for? Let me just have a look at the achievements quickly. You can't see what I'm doing right now. I've got the Steam achievements open. Shrewd Spender is... Where is it? You're up is guide your team to promotion. Okay, so we're definitely up. And Shrewd Spender, you have gained 90% board confidence in controlling the club's wage bill. Okay. It's a shame that we're leaving, but there you go. I've got other ones like Irresistible Force. Your team scored a goal in 30 consecutive competitive matches, which is insane when you think about it. We only play 27 games in a season. And yet, oh, you can't see what I'm looking at. But yeah, we only play 27 games in a season, and yet we scored in 30 consecutive competitive matches. So that means it carries over from last season. I played a competitive match without conceding a goal. I don't really know why that has to be an achievement, but there you go. I find one of my club's players. My team won a competitive match by at least 5 goals. I got the headhunted one. I was offered a job by a larger team than you were managing. Unbeaten in 10 consecutive matches. Also won 10 consecutive matches. Yeah, got some good achievements there. Quite happy with that. But the main thing is, we won the league. God, that was tense. That was so tense. And we did the double, of course, because we won the Steel and Sons Cup, was it called? Oh. So what's the budget then? You know, your wage budget's gone up. Transfer budget is 0 still. That's fine. I bring glory. The board are delighted. Don't know why I'm looking at budget and things like that, because we are leaving. I wonder if McGlynn would want to join me in Indonesia. That would be an awesome transfer if I was able to do that. You never know. You never know in this game. I'm definitely going to have a look at Babadidi again. Definitely. So I can sign him. I know how good he can be. If he's given the right manager and the right tactics and things. You know, he turns into a bit of a sharpshooter. So I'll be keeping a close eye on that. It's one of the advantages of watching a series like Loki Doki's, is I get to have a look at some players who end up becoming quite good. Some of them are regens, some of them are new gens, and some of them just won't exist in this save because I'm playing with a slightly different database. But the ones that I have seen that I should be able to get, we could build a good team. I reckon we could build a good team. Record high points total. Awesome. 64 points in a season. Record high number of wins with 20. Record league goals haul with 69. Record low number of league defeats with 3. We lost 3 matches all season. It feels like a lot more than that for some reason. We had a lot of draws as well, I think, which didn't help. But yeah, the reason I'm still advancing time and I haven't ended the episode yet is because of what's going to happen on the 6th of May 2018. What are we now? We're the 5th of May. Squad have gone on their end of season break. Rogers won Player of the Season. That's interesting. I really thought it would have been McGlynn. But there you go. Rogers also won Goal of the Season. In fact, have I shown you this goal? Against Myola Park. Oh, I just got an achievement for that as well. Armchair Expert. Ah, I've watched goals or highlights in the pop-up viewer. So yeah, this is Rogers' goal. That won Goal of the Season. Just absolutely smashed it in. He scored a couple like that this season actually, and Andrade scored one as well, which was quite cool. Rogers also won Young Player of the Season, so he's had a nice clean sweep here. Team of the Season, Marin in goal, Wardlow, Plant, Anderson, Whiteside, Nixon, Rogers, Black, I keep going to say O'Donnell, it's not, it's just Donnell, and then McGlynn and Mullen up front, which is pretty much the team that we had start last episode, except that was Gardner and that was Taylor. And that was Hutchinson, although I think these two were swapped. Season review, don't need to worry about that. Squad dynamics, definitely don't need to worry about that. And let's see what happens the next day. I'm currently at Heathrow, sat in Terminal 5 probably, with my passport on my lap, my boarding pass in my back pocket. Flight's been delayed because the plane's been broken for 3 hours and they're trying to fix it. Increase the transfer revenue. Again, there's no point telling me. No point telling me. I'm at the airport. You know, my agents just phoned me and said, oh, by the way, you've got a transfer percentage revenue just increased. And I was like, I don't care. I don't care. I'm off on me holidays. Well, that's probably... I'm not Carlos Tevez. Let's not call it a holiday. Let's be respectful. I'm off for past is new. Going to broaden my horizons, become more professional, a more well-rounded individual as a manager. Here we go, 6th of May. Still in Northern Ireland. We're not in Northern Ireland, we're at Heathrow. I just said that. We flew from Belfast to Heathrow. Here we go. We are now manager of Mitra Kuka. I'm going to do the meetings and stuff in this episode, why not? I'd love to find out more about the club. I'd like to meet the journalists. Thanks for the introduction. Yes, I would definitely want the report. I want to meet my backroom staff and exit those. Transfers update. So we got some... Oh, that's me. I was about to say, hang on. Queen's University. But no, that's me. We got some loans in. We got some loans out. Cool. A deal just fell through. What's this? No! You might be good. Well, you do look good. Can I scout you? I might have to bring this guy. He's 17! Oh. If you're 17 and you've got stats like that, I think we should be looking at bringing you in, to be honest. Okay. Players currently unhappy. Romy... Agustioan. You're currently rated as a backup player. Well, my friend, you'll be pleased to know that it is a clean sheet from here. Clean slate from here. You look good. Jorge. Is it Jorge? What nationality are you? Yeah, you're Spanish. So Jorge Joto, I think, or Jota, I think that's pronounced. I don't actually know. Social feed, yeah, just accept everything. Choose the captain. I'm going to go by whoever's the best. So Sandy and Owen Kuhn. I think that's how you say that. You're going to be my vice captain. Okie dokie. There's the background. There's the team report. Oh my goodness. Right. Lack quality depth in goal. Lack quality depth at left back. Could do with more depth in central midfield. Okie dokie. We got some really good players here by the looks of things though. Jorge. I like the fact we got a Spanish guy playing in Indonesia. That's brilliant. I love that. And then a welcome from the chief scout. I think this stuff will... Oh, it's not. I'm going to increase that. 2 weeks, 1 month. Cool. Right. Should I worry about the rest of the stuff right now? I don't think I will, to be honest. Right now, I'm going to call this an episode. I'm going to work off camera, building the squad ready for the new season. And then we'll come back next time. What's the schedule looking like at the moment? So the season's actually started. Okay, so I've got a match on the 11th, and it's currently the 6th. Okay, I've got my work cut out. We've got TV. Wow, we should be getting... Oh, no additional money given from TV. Well, that's nice, isn't it? Okay, so I might play the first game against Pasiba off camera, but then we'll come back for this game against Sriwijaya FC in League 1. Sounds good to me. And then we should hit the ground running. So until then, guys, the Journeyman has well and truly become a journey now. We are international managers. Oh, I am an international manager. I always say our and we and things like that, but I don't know. Do you guys like it when I say our and we, or would you prefer it if I just said I and me? Because I do feel like we're all on this journey together, but at the same time, it's only me that actually controls the team. So, yeah, drop that in the comments. Why not? But besides that, thank you very much, guys, for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and of course, if you're enjoying the series, always hit that thumbs up button if you've enjoyed the video. If you haven't liked it for whatever reason, hit the thumbs down button, but then please do tell me in the comments why you've hit thumbs down. Otherwise, how do I improve? That's the big question. Besides that, drop those comments down below with ideas for tactics, transfers, teams you want me to manage, countries you want me to manage in, all that kind of stuff. If you haven't already hit the subscribe button, be sure to do that. If you have already hit the subscribe button, and thank you guys for your continued support. And until next time, I will see you soon.